Hello. This feels so exciting. I don't know why, but I just want to talk about this post. It feels really cool. And I'm on this slide. Yay, April! I'm on this slide towards my 43rd birthday. And I want to be seen. And I love attention. And I'm so grateful that I have good shit to talk about and that I actually care. So welcome. It is a full moon night. You're right. Oh, sister goddesses have the greatest information. So I feel really alive. I feel really fired up and really on a high. And tonight I was in one of my groups and this sentence came out of my mouth. Welcome, everybody. Hello, beautiful diva. Welcome, welcome. Oh, I'm getting so, thank you. I am getting so excited because I'm in my favorite season. It's a full moon tonight. I didn't realize. We're in the middle of eclipse mania. And welcome, everybody. It is Enchantress Shane. It's I. If you don't know who I am, I kind of know who all of you are. But if you don't know who I am the Enchantress. I own the Awkward Academy. I run Fuck Your Fears. And I'm fucking pumped on life. And I'm here to share some new shit. So, hey, Dory. Oh, I'm so glad you're here. Crazy 6 Eclipse Mania. This is amazing. Rockaway in the house. Where is everybody watching from? This always amazes me. So tell me where you're watching from. I posted this earlier because it came up in one of my groups. I was just talking about about having will and willpower. I hope my fucking internet stays good, by the way. So I said, if you're willing to be seen, then you're willing to receive. And I love that. And as soon as it came out, I was in the middle of teaching this class and I was like, I don't give a fuck. I have to type this shit right now. What do you think about it? Before I start yammering on, I would love to hear what you think about I got excited seeing everybody sign on. Hello, Betty. I'm so happy to see you. And I know I say people's names and it might shock you a little bit, but that's so good for you. It's so good for all of us to be caught off guard because that's when you feel your body. That's when you feel alive. Gregory, I'm so glad you signed on. I also just felt a little bit I felt nauseous and I got worried I didn't cook my turkey meatballs enough. Anyway, that's what's happening in my body. But it's been a while, so I think I should be fine. So if you're willing to be seen, then you're willing to receive. What does that mean to you? Does that hit you in a place that feels weird or funny? When people sign on and I say your name, hello, Ras Atiba. Nice to see you. Michael, Willie, so glad you're all here. Okay, April says, it's good to be caught and to be seen and to realize that you are being seen is a way of increasing awareness of self. So fucking well said. It's so easy to just fly under the radar, to take a back seat. And it's so easy to stay hiding. But the truth is, your soul, my being, wants to be seen. And unfortunately, most people get seen when they're complaining or whining. Here's an example. Hey, Nachum. What's up, Jennifer? So I'm in many Rockaway groups on Facebook. And this one, I don't know him. But in every fucking group, this guy posted a picture of all the garbage after the weekend. And he's like, oh, Rockaway is full of beach rats or something like that. And he posted this in all of the groups. Hey, Glenn. And I sometimes jump on board and get involved in the drama. And I wrote to him something like, do you post this stuff in all the groups as much as you post positive stuff? And he ignored me. It is nice for you to be here. Welcome. And this guy is causing everybody to see him posting negative shit. He's probably not even aware. Maybe he's watching this. I don't know. But I'm using him as an example. When you choose to show up in ways that are shitty, where your body can't help it, which is usually complaining, you get seen. Whether it's in a conversation, on social media, in your family, wherever. And that's a choice that you're making. And so one of my enchantresses that graduated Fuck Your Fears, she had this amazing story. Hey, Mary. She was like, I always take the backstage. Like, I'm happy working in the backstage, not being in the spotlight, not being on the stage. And it's my belief and my true conviction that everybody could benefit from being on a stage, whether it's open mic or spoken word or singing or painting or something where everybody sees you. I don't give a fuck if you don't want to be an artist. It's the quickest place to heal and to grow and to get seen. And think about little kids who are like, look what I could do, look what I could do. And then they throw up their arm, look what I could do. They throw their body around. Every little kid wants to be seen. When I was a little kid, I really wanted to be seen. And if you know me, you know I'm pretty much an exhibitionist. I love being seen. So this goddess said to me, why do I have to be seen? And we went through this whole rigmarole. Saraswati, welcome. And so she made me work in the most beautiful of ways to explain and share why it's healthy, why it's powerful to be seen. And I want to brag on this sister. She did an open mic, Malena. And it wasn't open mic. I don't know what it was. It was like poetry slam or some kind of reading. She had 2 people crying in the audience. And she was up there with 2 other women that did some kind of moth poetry slam and won, which means they're fucking good. And so if you ever catch yourself complaining about not receiving love or not receiving money, or if you just catch yourself fucking complaining ever, if you can't even help it, because I think a lot of people, like the people in Rockaway, you know, it's a concentrated area, so it's kind of like Sesame Street where you see everybody all the time and it's really easy to be heard and seen. When you complain, everybody sees it. And then, you know, it's positive psychology, but I'm linking being seen, showing up and saying what I have to say matters so much that I am taking time and importance to say, look at me, I'm doing this, I'm saying this, I'm singing this, I'm sharing this. And we have social media that gives us this platform, which is fucking brilliant and genius. I think I wished for it since I was a little kid. But when you are willing to take that risk and you're willing to say, you know what? I don't know what I'm going to say is good or bad. I'm just going to say it. What happens is you open yourself up to be scrutinized. You open yourself up to be judged. You open yourself up to be vulnerable, and you get rewarded for that. Thank you, Glenn. By the way, Glenn is my brother's name. I got this necklace from a dear sister goddess friend, Justine Livewell. It's from Bali. Isn't it gorgeous? And I, when I was a little kid, remembered watching I Love Lucy. And in my head, I pictured Lucy would have a contraption in her hand and she would watch me. So I would act out and try to be funny and comical like she was. And I would imagine that Lucy would want me to be on her show after watching me on a small device. It was before my brother was born, so I was under 6 years old. And I remember thinking, if she only saw me, she would have me on her show. 4 or 5 years old. I remember another day, I think I was 5, and I got this plaid peach dress. and it was super long. And I loved long dresses. But I remember my mom was like, no, we're going to return that. We're going to give that one back. And I was like, well, before we return it, can you take a bunch of pictures of me? And I remember asking for the pictures to be taken. I remember being like, oh, they must think that I'm being too much. I remember this. And I'm going to find those pictures. They're in my attic. I was like posing and doing all kinds of things. And that dress, it's interesting. I just realized that a little girl that I play with down the block also likes long dresses. And just that idea that all children, they feel a safety in being seen. Oh my goodness. Hello, Peter. And so if anybody has a little kid in their life, I'd love for you to comment. Does your little kid like to be seen? Like, whether they speak or don't speak, are they like, do they light up when you look at them? And sometimes they're not showing off. They're like, ah, they're screaming and grabbing your attention by your fucking neck, right? So then they don't know how to get attention. So they seek negative attention just to get your attention. See me, hear me, feel me. And that doesn't go away as we're adults. It doesn't vanish. We still want to be seen, but we inner fight about that with ourselves. No, I don't want that much attention. No, that would be conceited. No, I don't want to like take too much attention away from everybody else. But the truth is, we all desire attention. And my whole platform, yes, thank you, Milena, is when you show up for yourself, when you take the stage, when you're willing to be seen, whoever, the higher powers, the universe, is willing to give you. If you take the risk and you say, I'm important enough to show the fuck up, then you get goodies, and you get goodies from the universe, and you get goodies from people because they see you as confident. Whether you are or not, it doesn't matter. I mean, I look like I'm confident all the time. I am not confident all the time. I went to a show the other night called Never Sleep Alone. I recommend it for everyone. What's up, Sister Goddess Karen? And before the show started, I knew what the preface was. My lighting is so weird. And I knew, oh, there we go. And she said, there's going to be audience participation. And I was like, right on. I fucking love the stage. So on my Instagram stories, I took a picture of the stage and I drew an arrow. And it said me. And I was like, I'm getting on that motherfucker later. And guess what? I did. She called, I swear, this is the greatest story. I haven't even gotten a chance to brag about this yet. So we go to the show. We're in the audience. I'm not in the front row. I'm not really that close. I'm like 5 rows back. The show is called Never Sleep Alone. And it's the person who wrote it is Dr. Alex something. I don't remember her last name. Anyway, she's inviting people up on the stage and she's like, we're going to play a communication game, which again, if you know me, you know I love that shit. And she says, you, and she points to me. Now, when I want to win something or I want to be called on, I focus. I get clear. I'm like sending out the vibes. I was doing none of that. I was just chilling in my fucking seat. I glanced her way. She said, you. And I went on the very stage that I drew an arrow and pointed to myself there. And this gets better. I did a communication game with, I think there was like 4 men that came up. She did a really cool game. Go see the show. It's at Joe's Pub. And the 4th guy I was attracted to, so I messed up the game and lost. That's interesting. Then later on, I was feeling pretty confident, but then I was talking to this guy and I said, I didn't realize it was him. I guess I wasn't attracted to him anymore. And I said, oh, or maybe I was. I don't know. But I said, oh, I'm having a moment of insecurity. He said he had to go to the bathroom. And I was like, I feel like you're not going to come back. And it felt so good to share that insecurity in the moment. I couldn't tell if it was true, if it was just some old story, but it didn't even matter. I just shared it. And then I felt more connected to him. And so the idea is I was willing to be seen when I was feeling insecure. And that's taking my shit to a whole other level. So the other big announcement I want to make, I didn't really realize I was going to do this announcement, but October 25th is the very first Fuck Your Fears live off-Broadway. It's an interactive performance. It's everything amazing. You're going to leave and be like, holy fucking shit. So save the date, October 25th, 2019, at off-Broadway. I'm going to confirm the theater tomorrow, maybe tonight. Okay. Circling with Strangers. So good. So good. Share a little bit about that, Nachum. I love it. I love it. I also want to say, how cool is it that after that circling experience, we have seen each other on the boardwalk. And that's to say, when you align yourself with people of like vibration, when you align yourself with people who are willing to be seen, guess what? You fucking see them more. And when you see them more, you're reminded of the power that happens of when you show up. Does anybody who worked with kids know the story when you give a mouse a cookie? It's a really good story. And it goes something like this. When you give a mouse a cookie, he wants a glass of milk. And then when he gets his glass of milk, he spills it. And then you have to give him a napkin. And it goes on and on and on and on and on. And so if you're willing to receive, then you have to be seen. When you choose to be seen, you meet other people that want to be seen. Then you feel confident about being seen. Then you want to take a bigger stage. Then you take the stage and you want a bigger audience. Then, so and so forth. And that's how your life grows. This is interesting. I'm playing with lighting a little bit. If I put something up, I get lighter. Anyway. All right, everybody. Yeah, exactly. You're so grounded, Nachum. It is pretty cool because we both, not even just like on the boardwalk in the same place, but like close to my house and then in the crowded area where I'm barely ever there. So there's something happening, you know, when you're aligned with people, it's like your soul family gravitates to you. And then there's a comfort level. And then when you break the comfort level, they're there to support you. You know, when you hang out with people that complain, guess what? You're probably complaining too. It's your comfortable place. But when you're hanging out with people who are celebrating and being present, then those people are with you, you know, in that way. So it's really important to know how you show up in the world. And so receiving is something that a lot of my clients have a problem with. How many of you are good at receiving compliments? Hey, Salvatore, nice to see you. So if you're good at receiving compliments, put up a yes. And I'm going to give you all homework. Enchanted homework. I'm going to give you homework because it's fucking good for you. Oh, this shit is so good. Okay, great. Nobody's answering. So if you're seeing this in the replay, you can also partake. If you're good at receiving compliments, put up a yes. And your homework is go out and give people specific compliments and make sure they're fucking genuine or I'll beat your ass. Thank you, Nachum. I'm glad. Thank you for participating. I won't really beat your ass. I'll just give you a snotty face. Yay, Tammy. So go out and give compliments this whole week. Give them to the store owners. Give them to your kids. Give them to your partner. Give them to your date. Don't be stingy with your compliments. That sucks. Give super specific compliments. Let's practice right now because I, Enchantress Shane, am practicing being fully worshipped without recoiling at all. So if you want to participate right now, that would be awesome. As if I didn't have enough shit on, I'm going to take this boa. I would love, oh, this kind of looks nice. You ever dress up and then more adorn yourself more and more, and then you're just like, I could wear so many things at once. I just saw a picture of, I think it's really funny enough to show you guys. It's a picture of Steven Tyler. It's a funny meme. Maybe you saw it already. Okay. And it says, Steven Tyler looks like the grandma that rushes over during a crisis with tarot cards, Pinot Noir, and essential oils. I mean, we kind of look alike. Oh, I like my lighting like this. Okay. So I am available to receive compliments. Nice purple boa. Thank you, Sister Goddess. Because it's a really good practice. So you can compliment yourself, or you can compliment me, or you can compliment someone else on this page. Here's the thing. I can compliment every single fucking one of you easily because it's a practice I do. I give and receive compliments all the time, every fucking day. And I do that to build the muscle of receiving. It's so much fun to receive. And we're not trained to receive. We're trained to be martyrs and to give and give and give and complain about giving and then be bitter about giving too much. That's the training. But I am here to help fuck up that training, switch it up, move it around, and lead people towards the most beautiful land they know, which is the land of love. Gregory, thank you. I feel hugely apologetic for dropping the ball, by the way, and I'll share that with you later. Red is a nice color on you. Thank you. Here's the hard part for me is to not give a compliment back right away. I do like doing that, but that is not fully receiving. So fully receiving is just taking the compliment in and letting it be. Okay, Nachum says, I realized that today. The first thing you told my friend today was a compliment on her hair. Yeah. And it was genuine. First it came up and I was like, is that really true? And then I was like, no, her fucking color hair is beautiful. Yeah, it's true, Nachum. Thank you for noticing that. That's a good compliment. Yeah, so compliments are one of those things that help with awkwardness. And I sense people's awkwardness. I sense them thinking that I'm judging them. And so I think compliments make me more comfortable and give the people more ease in their bodies. Great. That's great. Thank you. You can even up that shit and be like, thank you, it's true. And when I grew up, it was really like, oh, if you say that, you're conceited or you're an asshole or Tom, welcome. But the truth is, like, imagine you got to own your beauty, own your power, own the compliments. Like, that's a beautiful way to live. And receiving is actually a gift to others. And then receiving and giving is happening like simultaneously. All right, everybody, I'm going to wrap this up. Keep it at like 20 minutes or so. Stay tuned. I really want to share mostly save the date, October 25th at the Producers Club, New York City, Fuck Your Fears Live. There's only 50 seats. Do not fucking miss this shit. Tickets are going to be $40 off Broadway with the Enchantress. Have an amazing day. If you want, if this feels aligned, thank you, Gregory. It's true. Hey, Anthony, if this feels aligned, share this. I invite you to share this post, this video. I'll keep it short so people will watch it. All right, everybody, have a magical, enchanted rest of your evening. Mucho blessings on your life. And have a beautiful, beautiful sleep where your dreams solve and heal all your problems so you wake up feeling refreshed and alive. Enchantress Shane signing off.